What's up, Scyushi Squad? We back in with some more Trove. Excuse me if I look a little bit tired. I pretty much just woke up, so I'm feeling very spry. Actually, I should do, like, my name's Scooter. Sorry, I don't know. I thought about that joke before we started. So today we've actually got the Sunfest event, and here's the interesting thing. The Sunfest event was actually delayed on consoles. I think it's on all consoles. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but basically, yesterday I put out a Nintendo Switch video and I was looking around the hub to see the NPCs and stuff, and nothing was there. And then apparently Joe ended up telling me that there was some sort of a delay with the console version of the event. I don't know if it's Switch exclusive or if Xbox and PlayStation are affected by it as well. I would assume everybody, but again, just let me know if I'm wrong about that. Before we get started with today's video, I gotta let you guys know, I gotta plug it, guys. I got to. If you are new to Trove, you can use that sign up link down in the description, and then anything you end up buying out of the cash shop, I'll make a percentage of that sale. It's a huge way you can end up impacting my life for the better by just buying things in Trove and helping me pay the bills. Okay, so the event itself, before we end up getting into the specific objectives and stuff like that, this is going to end up being kind of the anniversary event of sorts. So this is kind of like the, I think it's saying that Trove is 6 years old now, which is an absolute lie because I've been playing this game for over 6 years. Maybe they're saying it's 6 years old since launch or something, but honestly, every time this game launched on a new console, it was in a beta phase, it always said. But anyways, who cares? So we've got 6 different packs if this is your first ever event, which kind of sucks, especially when you look at the old packs and how much better they are. So obviously I have videos that already talk about all of the different pack items and stuff like that, all the previous ones, so you can just look up on the channel for the House Carries Sunfest pack, House Tysorian and House Pinata pack, and then we've got the 3 new packs, which these are like, they're not like bad packs, but they're very, very lackluster comparatively to the other years, because all the other years ended up having all these other costumes had like a or all these are packs, sorry, had a costume for a character, a unique mount, a couple unique mounts actually. One of them even had like a dragon and stuff and allies and junk like that. Whereas these packs, lame. This rainbow butterfly here is basically across all packs. These packs are 2,000 credits each, and it's just, I mean, I could go on and on about it, but I mean, today we're focusing on the event itself rather than the actual packs. I'm just letting you guys know that they're here, and they're kind of annoying. I said I just woke up, okay? Forgive me. So anyway, starting with the first part of the event, speak with one of the house quartermasters. So as you get into the hub, you'll notice a overwhelming amount of bots. But then you'll come over here and you can see uno, dos, tres. These are going to end up being all the different houses. So this is going to be Pinata, which is just normal rainbow pinata colors. Tysori, or Carries, I didn't get it wrong, is going to end up being the gold radiant one, and Tysorian's kind of the green gold one, right? So basically this NPC, for whatever god-awful reason, is hidden around the corner instead of right in the middle of the room. And you have to just talk to one of them. And that's pretty much going to end up being the first part of the quest line, which oddly enough, they've been doing this in the events lately where they don't give you that many rewards, and it's very, very strange. So the next part is it wants you to purchase a Ryorium Miner's Banner. So let's just go to Pinata just so I can, whoops. Okay, I have a screenshot of the shop. This is what it looked like beforehand, because the point is that these guys are going to end up selling limited amounts of items that you'll be able to only buy like either a handful of times or even once. And basically you have to buy out the entire shop, all of these items, which is very, very expensive and annoying. The Flux Yatium is basically going to end up being it's like a pinata flux currency where you exchange real flux for it, and it's just yeah, it's kind of stupid. But anyways, you gotta get this miner's banner, and that's going to end up being the next part of the quest. And then it wants you to equip the miner's banner while mining. So very specifically, you have to mine regular ore, which I think means that delves / geode caves don't count as regular ore. and any ore that you find over on the geode surface doesn't count. So you can just go to like a medieval highlands and just go and mine some shapestone and stuff like that. Point is, you gotta mine a crap ton of shapestone with the banner equipped to your character, and eventually it'll end up randomly dropping one of the new resources. There's like the Flux and the Rayorium or something. I forget what it's called, but you guys already saw it in the previous screenshot showing the shop of the NPC. Anyways, you just gotta mine some ore for a little while, and then you'll end up getting the that part of the quest line done. And then it wants you to forge a house coin in the hub. Now, this is where things get really, really interesting. Just kidding. This is where it gets really, really bad. So in order to forge a coin, whoopsie daisy, that's not there. It's at these crafting tables. So each of the different pinata houses will end up having a crafting table that can end up crafting various different things, right? So in order to craft the coin, it's going to cost 500 Flux and 50 Rayorium. Which is pretty expensive, because in order to get 500 Flux or whatever, like, look at this. You only get 20 for every 5,000 Flux, which is ridiculous, because if my calculations are correct, this mount that costs 40 Pinata Coins basically costs 5 mil if you're not grinding and you're just spending all of your Flux. Ridiculous. Anyways, you're gonna need a crap ton of coins, which means you're gonna have to grind for hours upon hours upon hours. Guess where you're gonna have to grind? I will tell you in a minute, but you're going to throw up. So forge a house coin. So you can either forge this one or any of the house coins. It's all going to end up being the same ridiculous recipe. The interesting thing is that you can actually, like, say I take the Pinata coin, I can actually exchange the other house coins for Pinata. Or in this case, just because the Pinata is the one that I have the most of, I could actually exchange it for Corasian or whatever, But for some dumb reason, the devs, in their infinite wisdom, made it so that it's a 3-by-1 ratio. So you exchange 3 Pinata coins to get 1 Corasian coin. Anyways, forge the coin, you complete that part of the objective, and then it wants you to deliver Cubesley's fine to the Carrie's house. So you basically just go talk to this NPC, and you'll get 10 Corasian ducats, which is the Corasian coins. Then he wants you to deliver a fine to the Pinata quartermaster, which again is this idiot right here, and then you'll end up getting excuse me, 10 of the Pinata coins, and then last but not least, deliver it to the Tysorian. So you just go talk to this guy, and then you'll end up getting 10 of the Tysorian coins as well. And then it wants you to craft something at a Sunfest workbench. So you should have enough. Here's the thing. You should have enough coins that you'll be able to end up crafting the ally by that point. Obviously, you still need to end up getting the Flux, which is a little bit disappointing, or the fake Flux, the Pinata Flux, let's call it, right? But you will not be able to craft the big boy mount out of all of these tables, right? Which we'll get into those in a little bit. I don't have any of them, just a heads up. So anyways, then you craft something at the workbench, and then you'll end up getting, last but not least, the Sunfest Petbox. So I wanted to actually open this with you guys, because I thought that this was interesting. This will actually give you one of the 3 different houses' pets. I don't know if it's going to be Tysorian Pupper, the new one. I think it's the new ones, right? Yeah, it's the new allies. So this was like the older ally. That's why I had it already. And then this one I just already ended up crafting, but this is going to end up being for this year's event, right? So what this box is going to do is basically give us one of the allies at random, and it's going to end up being a tradable version of it. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that a lot, because then it's like everybody gets a tradable version of this item that will slowly end up appreciating in value, except for the fact that it's an ally, so nobody's gonna care. Versus if it was a mount, everyone would go crazy, especially when the ally, pretty much anyone that's available for this event right now, can craft this for absolutely free. And next year's Sunfest event, I guarantee you'll still be able to craft this ally anyway. So basically what I'm saying is, if you want to sell this for a profit, you're going to have to wait like till 6 or 8 months from now and then try to sell it in the hopes that somebody is dumb enough to buy it before they just wait for the Sunfest event and then end up just crafting it themselves. Or you could just have it as a keepsake, just because it is cool. I like little mementos like that, and I feel like Trove needs to have more of those things. Okay, so that's pretty much the entirety of the event itself. Now let's get into what you're actually going to be doing. It's so weird that the event itself doesn't teach us the bulk of the actual content. Sorry, I had an inverted burp there. So each of the different houses is going to end up having the banner tab and Tysorian mementos. This is pretty ridiculous because you'll see that there's all these Tysorian mementos. I just so happen to have this one. Or maybe I just can't craft it. Yeah, okay, I can't craft it because it's just too expensive. And then there's the banner styles. So the banner styles is outright going to end up being the same 4 banners across the board. So you'll be able to craft these like at all of the crafting tables. But the mementos, you can see, like, look at these. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, 10. That's a lot of extra coins, right? And then, whoopsie daisy. And then you're going to have to do that again. 3, 3, 3, 5, 3, or 3, 5, 10, whatever. The point is, it's a lot of coins just for mementos, which for those of you that don't know what mementos are, they are the fresh maker. That was a terrible joke. Mementos are, think of it as a boss trophy that only is in your collections menu. It's not bragging rights. It doesn't do anything. All these do is just give you mastery. They are probably the lamest item in the entire game, and I don't know why they added these. It's basically just for those freaks that go for absolutely every little bit of mastery. As soon as they added the mementos, like, they're just such a boring method of gaining mastery. I'm missing so many of them. Because I don't care. Because you want to know how you get normal mementos? From the delves. So anyway, speaking of the delves, that's what the majority of this event is about. Because even though this guy's got all these shop items, that's just because I already bought everything out of this house. But anyways, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to end up crafting a portal to each of the different Pinata delves. And it's weird lore stuff, right? So we're at the Pinata Pinata like quartermaster, which means that we can craft a Tysorian and a Carrie's delve portal because those are their enemies and we're going into the delve to defeat more of their enemies, kind of thing, right? But if you want to end up getting a Pinata delve portal, you would have to go to any of the other houses because the Pinata is the enemy of any of the other houses. It just seems needlessly complicated, especially considering the fact that the game itself didn't teach us any of this stuff during the event. I would say that this is a very lackluster event in terms of how it explains how you do things, but okay, whatever. So I'll insert some footage right here of when I ended up going into one of the Pinata House's delves. Basically, when you're in there, so this is where you'll end up getting the Flux Yatium. Normal enemies will end up dropping it. Not very much, but they will end up dropping some of it. I don't know necessarily about Ray Orium. I think you have to exclusively get that from just mining ore out in the open world. So probably you're going to want to go for Shapestone or go for a candy biome, just because a candy biome can end up having some of the largest ore pockets. But I mean, pick your poison. Basically, if you need a specific ore, go and farm it now during this event because you're going to end up doubling your profits. Kind of. Not really. You're going to benefit twice over from it because the event requires it, is what I'm saying. So anyways, moving on. As you are in this delve area, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's got unique enemies and stuff, and it's kind of neat, and I like it. And we ended up actually generating into a delve that had like insane amounts of fog, which I've never seen that before. So I thought that was really, really interesting. So the way that the delves work in general is basically every third floor, you're going to end up fighting a boss, and then it's going to end up dropping a shadow chest. The same is true towards the Pinata delves. However, the boss is going to end up being a unique Pinata-themed boss, and when you kill him, he's going to end up giving you anywhere, I've seen, from 100 to 150 of the Flux Yatium. So get ready to grind the delves. You're going to be grinding it for a very, very long time. But the point is that at least this idiot ends up dropping more. Now, we ended up going pretty deep into these Pinata delves. We did end up going to U10 difficulty in the Pinata delves. And near as we could tell, it didn't seem to make any difference in terms of the resources dropped for the event. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but you know, we farmed it for like maybe over an hour, and we didn't see any increase in the Fluxiatium. On the contrary, when we ended up defeating the boss from U10, it gave me 100 Fluxiatium, versus when we were in U8, I ended up defeating that boss and I got 150. So I'm pretty sure it's just random. And the normal enemies only give you like 1 or 2 Fluxiatium, so it's not even worth, like, you're gonna be basically killing everything, but I would recommend that you just speed run as fast as you can through absolutely all of it, right? So anyways, that's pretty much going to cover the entirety of the event. You're just gonna be grinding these stupid delves. And I don't know, dude. It's not really super duper exciting. I just wish that it didn't take as long as it did, because I got things to do, you know. I can't be bothered to be grinding the delves all freaking day long just so that I can try and end up getting all of these mounts. I'm gonna do it as best as I can, but it's like, dude, I got real life stuff that I gotta do. I got my brother's wedding going on. Like, starting tomorrow, we're already doing rehearsals and stuff. So how the heck am I supposed to be grinding this much stuff? Now, again, there is the pay to win or flux to win option where you would be able to just buy the Fluxiatium. But again, it's ridiculous. If I calculate it right, this mount basically is 5 million flux, which, I mean, I guess 5 mil is a small price to pay for the sake of not going into the delves. But you're still going to need the Rayorium anyways, right? Either way, hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, I'll have another video that's going to show off all the stuff out of the packs and everything like that, just because I wanted to focus today's video on the event itself, so that we could get it all done. My God, the screen is like so bright for you guys. Why is that? Actually, no, it's bright for me too. I think it's just because of, yeah, I have like I use a program, you know, Reshade. I use that on Trove to make it look a little bit fancier and a little bit higher contrast, but I don't know why it looks so bright for you guys. Here, you know what? Let me lower it. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Now it's not lasers on your eyes. Anyways, whatever. Thanks for watching. Smash like, sub for more. Buy the merch you want to support the channel, and have a great day. I'll try and have the video talking about the packs and stuff like that either today or tomorrow. No promises. I'm sorry. Like I said, things are very busy for me in real life right now.